Hello everybody. So just by looking at the ingredients, can you guess what today's recipe is going to be? It's going to be split pea soup on the crock pot. So I already washed the split peas, put them in the water. The water looks murky because I had added the onion, forgetting that I have to saute it because it tastes better, and I had added the ham also, forgetting that I wanted to get it on video, so I took it all out and the water just became murky. So I'm prepared to put the ham in now. I bought this at Walmart. It's just pieces of cooked ham that have the bone in them. This one is actually not ham, it's pork. And I'm actually going to put like 3 pieces only, and I'm going to save those 3 pieces for the next time that I make split pea soup. And I was really lucky because I got it on special at Walmart. It was reduced from the regular $5. This is smoked pork cut neck bones. But it's enough to give it flavor. I just need the bones to give it flavor. I actually bought cooked ham at Food City. That right now it's frozen, so I can't slice it, but I'm gonna leave it overnight on the refrigerator, and in the morning I'm gonna cube it and put it in there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to saute the onion, and it calls for you to saute it with oil, but I'm not going to use oil to saute it. So instead of using oil, I'm actually going to use a slice of bacon. And I am going to use the grease from this one slice of bacon to saute my onion. And then I'm going to cut the bacon into little pieces and actually throw it in the soup, and it's going to add to the flavor. So as that sautés and the bacon cooks, I'm going to go chop up 2 little pieces of garlic. See these little pieces of garlic? I'm going to chop these up. So I'm just going to chop it up like this. Some people like to liquefy the split pea soup after it's done, and so they tell you not to worry about the size of the garlic because it's all going to be liquefied, but I don't do that. I actually like the texture of all the vegetables and the split peas. They're so soft anyway when you do them in the crock pot that you don't really even need to liquefy it because it's just so soft. It's like a green gravy. Alright, so I'm going to go add this to the sauteing onion. I went ahead and cut up the bacon. I'm going to raise the heat here. You don't really need the bacon to get crunchy because you're going to throw it in the soup and it's going to become soggy again. All you want is to saute the onions and the garlic, and that's it. And you're going to want to throw in a couple of cubes of this caldo de pollo nor chicken bouillon. Okay? Now it may seem like it's a lot, but remember, you're not putting any salt in your soup. This is the entire consistency of the flavor is in just those 2 bouillon cubes, okay? That's all you need. Now I already dumped all this onion, garlic, chicken bouillon, and bacon mixture into the crock pot, and now what I'm doing is I'm just, with a little bit of water, I'm just rubbing or scraping off the good flavor that stayed stuck to the pan, because you want that in the soup. Okay, so you want to go and throw that in there. You don't want to waste any of the flavor, you know. So I just threw in the onion and the bacon, garlic, sauteed mixture that I had on the stove with the chicken bouillon. I threw in a 2-inch piece of bell pepper, Anaheim chili, and then I threw in a piece of bell pepper. I threw in about 4 or 5 bay leaves. Okay. Right now that's all I've done. Now I'm going to chop up 2 carrots and 2 stalks of celery. You want them to be in 1/2-inch chunks. You throw them in there. And the celery, I think what you want is probably about 1/4 inch. Yeah, probably about 1/2 inch also. Okay, like that size. Okay, now you throw in your celery chunks, and now you're gonna put 1 teaspoon each of oregano, marjoram, parsley, basil, cumin, and 1/2 teaspoon pepper. It takes a lot of spices. Now if you don't want to buy all these spices, just go and get yourself a spice rack. All of these came in that spice rack. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the phone down and do that. Marjoram, done. Now the basil. Okay, in the summer when I have fresh basil from my garden, I use that instead. Basil, done. Oregano, done. And here's the teaspoon. That's the size you want. Parsley, done. So you can see it right there. The parsley, the oregano, the basil, the marjoram. What's missing? The cumin and the black pepper. Cumin, done. God, the cumin smells so good. It's like I walked into Taco Bell, you know. The pepper, done. So there you go. 1/2 teaspoon pepper. Yep, the pepper did it. 1 teaspoon each of marjoram, cumin, basil, oregano, parsley. Okay, mix it, cover it, and in the morning throw in your cubed ham and you're good to go. So now it's 5 hours later, and I just came to check on it because I made this soup overnight and it's gonna be ready in a couple hours, which is the morning, and it's ready. So now I'm just going to cut this ham up. I added a little more North Suiza. I added about a tablespoon of this because I felt like it needed a little bit more salt flavor. And now I'm going to cut up into cubes the ham that I bought. I bought this about a month ago. Precisely for this. Alright, so I cubed the ham. into little cubes. I'm probably gonna have to cut them in half and then throw them in there. Okay, there we go. I cubed the ham and I put it in there. So in about an hour, this soup will be ready to eat. Probably a half hour. And that's my split pea soup. You should make it. You won't regret it. It is delicious. Very tasty soup. Alright, you guys. Talk to you soon.